Hey everybody, welcome to the final video of this section of the Manic Pixar Dream Girl series, and our concluding thoughts on films with heart, because oh my god, we made it to the end! Whoa! Look at that! Um, so we've talked about La Luna, and now we're going to talk briefly about the films as a whole. And we're going to talk about where we're going next. So, the short films with heart. My beloved, beloved short films with heart. The short films with heart are lessons in emotional sophistication for Pixar. You can't really get simpler than that. Boundin' is the introduction to a concept of a film with a life lesson it is trying explicitly to impart. That is the main reason behind Boundin'. And its final montage, especially when compared to its narration, teaches the importance of communicating that lesson with action. And its dark moment, if you remember, right after the sheep gets kidnapped, is an application of the expressive filmmaking introduced way back with Red's Dream. Partly Cloudy, meanwhile, is a lesson in emotional balance, with effective comedy balancing out the sweet and optimistic core of the film. It is the reversal of Presto in that it uses its comedy to balance out its sentiment, while Presto used sentiment to validate its comedy. Whoa! Look at that! 2 parts to a whole, and they're both drop dead amazing. So Partly Cloudy also has the most ambitious emotional goals of the 3 films, and its achievements most closely match what is most commonly praised in the features. Again, further reasons why I love it so very, 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 very much. But that being said, I also love La Luna, and La Luna is similar to Partly Cloudy, but more fully explores the potential of sentiment in visuals as opposed to story structure. Its characters are more generic, but its painting-like backdrops inspire emotions in their own right. So, great to think about in regards to these films, but keep this in mind come November when Good Dinosaur comes out, which they've already been talking about as a more visual film, especially if you go watch the trailer. It is more visual with a more traditional story structure, as we know now. Who knows? They might have amazing twists and turns, and they're Pixar, so they probably will. But think about that balance when The Good Dinosaur comes out, because I think that's going to be really relevant. I don't know, but I think it could be. So, but let's talk about what we know about. Since the comedies, back in Chapter 2, were participating in a more solid tradition of animation, these shorts, the shorts with heart, are more unique. While Disney played with the idea of sentimental shorts in his Silly Symphony series, shorts with intense feeling and character development are far less common than cartoons, but you are seeing more of them after the successful Pixar shorts. I don't know if you've noticed that, but they're there. And films with this amount of emotional complexity are usually feature-length. That is why these shorts are so important to the Pixar legacy. They prove that with the right amount of care and by picking the right narrative strategies in a short film, you can create stories and communicate messages that are just as deep as they are in a feature in a far shorter amount of time, and all it takes is the right amount of artistry and the right decision making. This is why you can end up crying before the movie you paid to go see even starts. So, this is why they're amazing, and I love them, and I've spent so much time talking about them. So, that being said, where are we going next? Because it's cool. We are entering a new frontier. We are going to talk next week about Day and Night. Day and Night was released in 2010, right before Toy Story 3. It's a gorgeous, beautiful movie that you should all go see. And I talk about a little bit in my review of Inside Out. So if you want to hear more about it right now, you can go check that out. If not, go watch the movie. But Day and Night's interesting. It's directed by a man named Teddy Noonan, and it is the most intellectual of the shorts. So we're going to talk about a bit how that plays with the emotional resonance of the film, but we're also going to talk about its technology, because it is cool, if not a little weird, in the technology it uses, because it's a different look, it's a different style, and it plays with that, and it's really cool. And so go watch it because I don't want to spoil it. You'll enjoy it. But think about that. Think about how what part of your brain is getting engaged by day and night. How is that different from shorts we've studied so far? And think about how that changes your response to it, because that's what we're going to talk about next week, because it's going to start our final chapter, which is kind of how we take different looks and styles and new technology, and how does that relate to the Pixar canon. So how do we break the Pixar mold and still be a Pixar film? Make sense? I hope so. But I look forward to talking to you about it, and I will see you back here then. If I don't come up with something creative and fun in the meantime to talk about, if at the very least we'll be talking about day and night soon, but I don't know. I can't predict the future. So anyways, have a great week, everybody. Sending you my love as we move on from Stories with Heart to crazy dancing blobs.